What's going on, folks? Today I'm gonna review something I've never worn before. This is Lord by Al-Rehab. It's a fragrance oil. This is supposed to be a Quaros clone. What I like to do with these oils is I like to give myself like a nice round around the wrist of the oil. Kind of like a fragrance bracelet. Put some over here. So I got a nice liberal amount. I got two little oil bracelets, one on each wrist, little over here, the back of the neck. My initial impressions: it smells soapy and sweet, like soap and honey, and green. So it's like a green soap and honey and citrus. So far, I actually like it. So far, so good. And let's see how it performs. Let's give it some time to open up and go through its stages, and I will report back later on. Final words on Lord by Al-Rehab. It's going on about 14 hours, and I'm still getting wafts of it. So the performance is definitely beast mode. Just when you think it's a skin scent, you do something like maybe go for a walk, something to elevate your body temperature a little bit, and bam, it just starts projecting again. So it's almost 14 hours in, and this is still an active fragrance on my body. It's not totally a skin scent yet. I still get wafts of it. I still smell it. So performance-wise, it's beast mode. Now, as far as the fragrance goes, people are comparing it to Lapidus. They're comparing it to Quaros. And unfortunately, I don't have a bottle of Quaros, and I don't have a bottle of Lapidus. I have smelled Quaros before, and I don't really remember how it smelled, so I can't even do that A to B comparison, Lord versus Quaros or Lapidus. Some people are saying it's one or the other, or in between, or something. But I could tell you that it has a lot in common with Azaroporom. It's got a lot in common with Paco Rabanne Porom. So all I can do is just kind of describe to you what I smell. Alright? Right now it's all the way at the bottom, it's all the way at the end of the dry down. And you got like a nice, it's like a tobacco and incense and a little musk. That's what I'm getting now at the 14th hour. So when I first applied it, it just smelled like a normal, albeit, decent scent. But it just started opening up, and it started getting stronger. It actually gets stronger for the first hour. It starts building up momentum. So it doesn't start drying down until like an hour in. There are a couple things that could be off-putting to some. Like it does have like a prominent urinal cake note. It smells like urinal cakes. It doesn't smell like urine, but it smells like the urinal cakes that you see at a public bathroom somewhere, A urinal cake has this really hyper freshness to it. It's like, a urinal cake is designed to hide the scent of urine. So it's like a hyper freshness that you get from this. Like not just like a normal fresh, but it's like a hyper fresh. It's kind of like a piney clove kind of urinal cake smell. And it's extremely fresh. At some points I was smelling just like laundry detergent. If you were walking by like a laundromat, somebody doing their laundry, it kind of had like a little bit of a laundry detergent smell to it. But don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to bash this fragrance, because this fragrance is not bad. It's actually a good Powerhouse fragrance, and it has those same off-putting characteristics If you don't like those old school Powerhouse fragrances, you're not going to like this one. That's what I'm just trying to make. I'm trying to make that point. Because even those old school fragrances, if you look at Fragrantica, if you look at the love and the dislikes, they're pretty much even. It's very polarizing. Some people love them, some people hate them. So this one fits into that category of the Powerhouse 80s scents, like a Zaro Porom or the Koros and Lapidus or Paco Rabanne Porom. It just fits into that category. I can't really tell you if it smells like one or the other, but if you enjoy those Powerhouse scents, you're definitely going to enjoy this one. Like, at the beginning, it's so hyper fresh that you don't even smell the woods, and you don't smell the musk, or you don't smell the tobacco. All you smell is like a really hyper freshness, and the tobacco starts creeping in like maybe 4 or 5 hours into it, and then it's got a sweetness to it too. That's a really honey like sweetness that lasts. Actually, it pretty much lasts throughout the whole wearing. This honey-like sweetness that kind of tapers off a little little at a time, but it pretty much sticks with the fragrance for most of the wearing. I mean, I could still get little wafts of the sweetness there. You have to understand, these are old school Powerhouses, and I think when people test them out, you spray it, and within a few seconds they're snorting on it to test it out, like up close. Now, that's just not the right way to really test this kind of a fragrance, because it takes a while for it just to open up. Like, this one takes about an hour just for it to open up. And that goes for a lot of the old school fragrances. They don't really open up until the first hour. But if you just spray it and you just stick your nose in it really hard and really close and start sniffing it like it's you're snorting cocaine, then you're not gonna smell the magic. What you need to do is you need to spray it and not stick your nose in it, and just let it open up, and instead of going in and sniffing it, just experience it from a distance. You know, you could put it right here, but just get the wafts coming up as opposed to trying to snort it. You need like a lot of patience to enjoy the scent, because I actually enjoyed it. I enjoy wearing it, and I actually enjoy the scent. What it smells like up here and what it smells like out there are two very extremely different scents, two different vibes. This is just a classic Powerhouse scent. Beast mode. Smells rather nice to my nose. If you enjoy those classic Powerhouse scents from the 80s, I have no doubt that you'll also enjoy this one. That's all I got to say. Thanks for watching, and I'll smell you later.